Welcome back to the channel. Little man's here, ready to give his commentary. Let me say hi one more time. Hey, alright, like, listen though. You need to stop bumping into the table. I have coffee on the table. Go. He does not know the meaning of personal space. I know, you good boy. This is my shoulder, not your bone holder. Get out of here. Yo. Yo. Booty head. Oh, big booty head. Silly boy. So, for today, there's not a whole lot of progress been made. Yesterday wasn't a great day. He had me up all night the other night, and it was just diabolical, wasn't it? Yes. He was not feeling well. So, yesterday I was super tired, walking about in the fog. I had a migraine, and by the time my migraine went away, the nausea hit. It was horrible. So I did not feel good, so I did not get a lot done yesterday. I did yesterday morning finish off my sock. I did up the toe, and I even wove in all the ends. This is where it was for the last video, and this is where it is now. And probably here somewhere I will splice in a couple photos so you can see what it looks like on my leg, on my foot, because it looks a whole lot less crazy. On the foot, but I still have quite a bit of yarn left, so I got to get that second sock cast on, and then once that's over, I'll have a new pair of socks. I'll be so happy. I do have my husband's I would like to cast on, but I have to wait till we go home to get the yarn that I ordered for that. I don't know if it'll be this weekend or if we're gonna wait, because we're talking about waiting. It's supposed to rain and storm all weekend, and the last thing I want to do is drive in that mess. So we're probably just gonna stay here. Who knows? What a goofy boy. What are you doing over there? He's over there being silly. Anyway, also, I have been putting, after I got that done, and what little bit of time I did spend doing anything, I didn't knit, but I was crocheting because I was working on my Mishi's shawl. And this is now about a ball and a half of yarn. Anyone who's made shawls knows that the bigger the shawl gets, your ball yarn doesn't go as far, so it doesn't look like it adds as much, but it does. It just adds it lengthwise instead of. So I was surprised that I was already, that's actually less than half a ball left, so we're getting close to needing a new ball of yarn already. And I only did one repeat for that ball, but it was the same with my blanket, which I still need to take that off the bed, and I need to wash it and put the bottom, I need to put a little more on the bottom because I don't like that it won't stay tucked under. I prefer it to stay tucked. So I'm going to put a little bit more of the gray, because we're out of the blue, I believe, and all I have left is the gray. I'm going to put a little bit more of the gray just on the bottom part so that we can tuck it in and it'll stay there. That's one of my plans for soon. It won't be hard to do that in the next coming months because it's going to be too hot to be wearing any kind of blanket like that. It's just going to be too much. And since the air conditioner is right over top of our bed, we don't sleep with that on. That's not happening because that's too much. So it sometimes gets a little too warm at night. And I'm not a big fan of being warm at night. I like to be cold. Just not that cold. It's like an iceberg. You can put as many blankets on as you want, and you turn into an icicle. It's crazy. And then I pulled out my ranunculus this morning. I'm going to finish off these sleeves and get this baby finished because I would like to wear it. And I said that I wanted to finish it up, and then I just put it away. I do that. I'm really excited to finish this. And then I put it away, and then I do something else. And I've got all these things sitting around that I really want to finish, but I can't just stick with one thing and finish it. That's just part of who I am, I guess. This is the Thicket yarn that I got from Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. She's awesome. She's got a lot of really good stuff. I just placed an order for my husband's socks from her, and I think I snuck one in there for me too. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But and then this is gonna be the next pair of socks I make for myself, and this is also Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. She's got some really good colors. I also have another sock that I want to cast on out from the maker of the book I just used, but it's from her first book, which I have the Kindle version of. I could buy the physical copy, but I just feel like that's wasteful to pay for both. So I'm probably just going to suffer through what I did with the Sunny Side Up ones. Because I got to get that. In fact, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this, let me take it out of the plastic. That might help. This is a stitch marker that came with the sock kit for this sock from that book. So she had a year-long sock club that she was doing. I didn't do all year. And each sock came from the sock project, which was the Summerlee book. And they all came with their own, like, little, oh my goodness, it's probably just not gonna work. You can't quite see it, and I don't think I have a picture of it anywhere. But anyway, it's gonna be pink and with, like, it's this colorway here that I just wound up the other day. I don't know, caked up the other day, whatever. And it's got these two, which I still gotta find the names for these. I'm sure I have the card somewhere that came with it, but I don't know where just yet. And I'm still trying to find something to make with my Goblin Glow. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking of wiggle and everything. I'm thinking possibly a tea, like a simple tea. I should be able to get a simple tea out of that yardage. I have to double check and see what I can find. I can't make up my own patterns. I could. I'm sure I have the capabilities of doing so. I've never really tried, and to be completely honest, I don't think I have any interest in putting that much brain power into knitting. It's supposed to be my fun time. Brain power is not supposed to be a part of it. So, so I'm probably never, ever, ever going to actually design anything. But I do modify things, not intentionally. It just happens, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't do that all the way. Or what usually happens is there's a blue somewhere. I don't know where it's at. That's what I was looking for. I hope my dog didn't eat it. He sometimes does that. I just realized, hey now, hey now, hey now. You're getting a little too out of hand. Go on. What? I said I hope my dog don't eat it. That doesn't mean come over here and eat it. Go. Go. I don't think you did. But I just realized that could be a possibility. If I drop it, he would gobble that up. Nope, he didn't. It's right here. Anyway, that's for that sock, and that's the next sock I want to cast on for myself as well, which I got to make a decision. Which one do I want? Because there's two that I want to cast on for myself. There's one that I want to cast on for my husband. And at the same time, I want to try and do like, I might do the red in a vanilla pattern. That might be, I think the red will be what I use for, I think it's called, the vanilla is the new black. It's a sock pattern that Shannon from, oh my goodness, I just watched her video. Another Yarn. And Yarn Doc, which is her name Ellen? I'm sorry. I forget names so easy. I know your handles better than your names. I think that's her name. I apologize if that's not your name. But anyway, they're doing this together, and I was like, you know what? That sounds kind of fun. So I bought the pattern, and I'm going to cast it on too and see how fun it is. It sounds like a great time. Other than that, I just realized this dehumidifier kicked on in the middle of all this, and that's so annoying because, hold on. Absolutely not again. Just because it's the end doesn't mean you can do that. It comes on and off at the randomest times. It's not even, I have it set for a certain level so that it doesn't make it too dry. And this thing will just on, off, and it drives me nuts, and I can't wait to get rid of it. We have an AC that we'll be putting in here in this area. We have one built in. It stopped working a while ago, and instead of replacing it, we bought a new, like, one that goes in the window, and we just have the thing that goes out the window, and it works so much better. And it's also a dehumidifier on top of that, so it takes the moisture out of the air as it cools, and it's one of the best things that I've ever purchased in my life, I think, just because I am not a warm weather girly. I do not care for warm weather. Like 75 is like the height of what I want to feel on my skin. Please don't do that. Please don't go over that. I'd rather not. So air conditioning for me is, especially when we were staying in Virginia, is a must. Virginia is, I'd rather not ever go there again, only because it's hot and they have fire ants, and I got introduced to, I mean, I knew about fire ants. My dad told me about me getting into the fire ants when I was just a little baby. I was running around the yard. I don't remember it, but he did, and he told me the story so many times. So it's kind of like I remember it. But yeah, my first adult interaction with them, I was walking Jiraiya and he stopped to do something and I stopped with him and I stopped right on top of a new forming mound. I didn't even see it. And needless to say, my ankles were swollen for days, maybe week. Maybe it was close to a week, I think, before the swelling finally started to go down. I was putting cortisone cream on. It was horrible. I don't want to go there ever again. They're everywhere. You can't even walk down the sidewalk without seeing them. I was like, this is crazy. Anyway, this is now a 15-minute video about me not liking fire ants and heat. I don't know how that happened. I will let you go. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I'll see you in the next one.